So we're recording. It's Tuesday, August 9th, and it's the How to Lead call. Thank you all for being with me. And I love this call, and I hope you do too. And it's really on the essential principles of leadership. And I know that when we're, collaborative entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs in general, we really have to look at how do we lead ourselves. And then how do we lead our group? How do we gather a group? And our work in the moment we become a Nikken wellness consultant, and we want to do this as a business, is to really enroll others in a vision. And I really love that. And I don't know if any of you did the forum years ago, but I think it still exists. But I did it a long time ago in the early 90s. And it was a lot about enrollment, how to really be the vision that you are and enroll others into that vision. And all of us in Nikken have a different slant on what vision we have, for our own lives and for our communities and for our world. We all have a little bit of a different vision, but I think we could all agree that it's all about humans being more. And it's all about growth. It's all about personal growth. And not just personal growth, but growth in the sense that we're really making a difference in the world. Because of our growth. So it's not just growth for growth's sake. It's not just an internal growth, just like I'm just going to grow in my life. It's to grow in order to give, in order to serve, in order to really empower our world. So some key words you could think of with leadership is inspiration, or inspiring others with your vision, and empowering people with your vision. And so humans being more is our central point. And then from that humans being more, we have the 5 pillars of health philosophy. And that's a very beautiful philosophy because it can apply to everyone in the world looks for balance in those 5 areas of health: the healthy body, the healthy mind, the healthy family, the healthy society, and the healthy finances. So we're all looking for that, we're all looking for that kind of a beautiful balance. And I don't think it's a status quo. I think we move, from one focus to another. Sometimes we're really focused on family. Sometimes we're really focused on finances. Sometimes we're really focused on our health. So there will always be a tilt back and forth. But ideally, they're all singing right along. They're all healthy in their own way. And then we're putting our focus where we need to. So, so we have the humans being more together. That's our unified vision. We have the 5 pillars of health. That's our unified vision. And then there's much more about you and your nuance of how you bring your leadership to Nikken and really to the world, because our focus is, of course, on people that are not in Nikken yet, that don't know about Nikken, that don't know about these amazing technologies and products that are life-changing, that don't know about our business that is equally life-changing. And so our focus is always on the others, those who are not involved yet. And remember that even though we have these lovely calls all together, and that we do have our big meetings together, which are very important, like San Antonio's, we've got to have a big focus on that next, right now for San Antonio, bringing your people. It's still, even though we have these big cornerstones in our business that are sort of non-negotiables, there are a few non-negotiables. One of them is being at those big events. One of them is having the products, using the products, and another is sharing with others. So these are sort of things we must do if we're going to succeed in Nikken and succeed in our empowering of others. But it's always, when you think about it, the focus is always on others. It's always on who doesn't know about this yet. Who can I expose to this idea and help to get this idea really well in their own lives, whether to become a registered customer, an auto-ship customer or whatever, or to become a consultant and join you in business and partner with you in business. So we do spend a lot of our time focused in those arenas. So however we do that, however we go out and network, in whatever ways you do it, we all have our own ways to do it. That is the most critical thing in terms of leadership, because you lead by example. You lead your team by example, your personal example. And that's why I love this call. So this light bulb is the perfect example of being a light in the world, being full of energy and joy and love and exuberance and excitement about what we have, and going out there to help light up other light bulbs that maybe got a little dim through their own experiences of life, their own difficulties, their own challenges. And we all have challenges. Of course, that's how we grow. We grow through challenge, not through ease and complacency. So, you know, we invite the challenges in a sense. We need challenges in order to grow and push us to be better and bigger and greater and make a more significant difference. And, you know, the people you're talking to, they have challenges, and our job is to help them solve those challenges. So I love this image. And I pulled out a couple of books, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that right now because I didn't want to forget. One of the books which I think is an amazing book in and of itself is Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman. And this is a small version. This is the Harvard Business Review, which I just had right here. So this is an easy one to find, on emotional intelligence. And I wanted to just remind you of this because I was talking with a friend of mine yesterday, a silver consultant under me in the business, about there are many kinds of intelligences, not just brain intelligence. That's just one kind in intellectual intelligence. I think there's actually 6 intelligences that have been monitored very well: spatial intelligence, mathematical intelligence. You know, there's all different kinds. Empathetic intelligence and emotional intelligence. When I read the full book of this, it was when I started my Nikken career, and I was so touched and impressed by what Daniel Goleman had to say about it. And I'll just say that on the back here, it says, in his defining work on emotional intelligence, best-selling author Daniel Goleman found that it is twice as important as other competencies in determining outstanding leadership. Right? So if you read nothing else on emotional intelligence, read these 10 articles by experts in the field. That's what this Harvard Business Review is about. And I picked this up at the airport, and it was fantastic. Primal Leadership is another book that was written by Daniel Goleman and some people. I have even 2 copies of it. It's such an important book, Primal Leadership. What Makes a Leader is one of the talks in here. Why It's So Hard to Be Fair. The Price of Incivility, Building the Emotional Intelligence of Groups, How Resilience Works. That's pretty important. A new book just came out called The Resilient Heart, which I thought was a wonderful, wonderful book. And it's just, I haven't read it actually, but I read the reviews on it, and Greg Braden just wrote that. So emotional agility, that's really important. Fear of feedback, this is a huge one. Fear of feedback, and how important it is that we get feedback from people that we trust, that we get that feedback is so critical. Because if we don't get the feedback, we just keep making the same mistakes and we don't know what we're doing wrong. You know, what could we do better? And we need that feedback. So you need your mentor for that. Everybody has a mentor in Nikken, a key mentor, and they go to them for feedback. And they have to initiate that. The mentor doesn't initiate it, the mentee initiates that. So anyway, this is the Emotional Intelligence. I really recommend it. And another book that I don't know if you've come across is a book by John Maxwell, who's written many, many great books. This one is called Everyone Communicates, Few Connect. So this is a wonderful, wonderful book. Everyone communicates, but few connect. Well, few, it doesn't say but everyone communicates, few connect. What the most effective people do differently. So this is by John Maxwell. And let's see what he says on what it says on the back. Only one thing stands between you and success. It isn't experience, it isn't talent. World-renowned leadership expert John Maxwell says if you want to succeed, you must learn how to connect with people. And while it may seem like some folks are just born with it, the fact is anyone can learn how to make every communication an opportunity for a powerful connection, for a powerful connection. In Everyone Communicates, Few Connect, Maxwell shares the 5 principles and 5 practices to develop the crucial skill of connecting, including finding common ground, keeping your communication simple, capturing people's interest, inspiring people, we were already speaking about that, staying authentic in all your relationships. The ability to connect with others is a major determining factor in reaching your full potential. It's no secret. Connecting is a skill you can learn and apply in your personal, professional, and family relationships, and you can start now. So this is a great book, and I really recommend that. I have many, many books on leadership. I've read bits and pieces of them, sometimes the whole thing. Many books on women in leadership. Women do work with leadership in a quite different way than men. And so if you are a woman, or if you have women in your team, which you probably do because our business is about 75% women, you may want to read a couple of books on women in leadership also, because it's very, very different. So how to lead. Leading by example. We touched on that. If it's going to be, it's up to me. Being proactive. Leadership requires that you are out in front. And the point of our business is the moment you become a wellness consultant, even though you have an upline there to support you and to care for you and nurture you and you know, sort of teach you, you want to think of yourself as an upline immediately. And that's what the leaders do. They get in and they think of themselves as the upline right away. They don't think of themselves as a downline. Not that we're not a downline. We all have an upline, but we think of ourselves as leaders, leading our team. So you want to be thinking that right away and acting as such. So leading with your own activity, letting your conduct be the teacher. Your words are empowered by who you are and what you do. Without them, they're just empty words. And, you know, I love this image, of course, this lovely image. And I think Ben just used this image on something else. I saw the same image where, you know, you're leaning down and you're up at the top of the hill or the mountain. It could be a hill in your backyard. It could be Everest. But you're turning and you're helping that other person come up. That's a wonderful thing about Nikken, is that, you know, the moment you go silver, your job is to help others go silver, right? The moment you're a senior, your job is to help other people come in and go senior along with your customers. So, you know, it's always a turning and supporting and helping others, but you do need to find the right people. And if you don't have them, it's incumbent on us to become the right people, to become the leaders, so we can actually attract the right leaders. And this is very important, because you can't do this for anybody else. You can't make this happen for anybody else. So if your people, if you're having to drag them along, then they're not the right people. You need to know that quickly and fast. You're looking for people who are calling you, they're activated, they're like, I've got somebody new for you to talk to, and that's who you're looking for, the ones who are really self-generating. And that's what this call is to teach, is about being that self-generated person and not expecting somebody else to do that for you. You have to be the light bulb, right? I have to be the light bulb in my own business. So being goal-oriented, your goals are very, very important. Write them down. Have them in front of you. Have your purpose statement, your mission statement, your goals. Read them every day. These goals are very, very important. And not only your own goals for yourself, but your goals also for your team. Know their goals and really hold their goals sacred for them and with them, because that's a wonderful thing that we do for each other. We're holding each other's visions in a sacred way. Say, I believe in you and you can have this vision. You're going to have to do it. I can help you and support you, but I'm holding that vision for you. You say you're going to go gold. I'm going to hold that vision for you, that you are going gold. You're going to make that happen. You and the universe, right? Between you and the universe, you can make this happen. So showing versus telling. This is a very important point. And mostly in Nikken, we tend to talk too much, way too much. The less you speak and the more you listen, especially initially, the more powerful your communication will be. The more you'll be able to connect to somebody else, is the more you listen. Just listen. Don't have an agenda. Don't start jumping in with Nikken too soon at all. In fact, I really keep Nikken in the background when I meet with new people. I just want to learn about them. And I want to I'm actually interviewing them. They don't really know that, but I am, to see, is this somebody I would like to work with actually or not? But, you know, showing versus telling, we do a lot of that in Nikken. That's why we do things like the strength tests, things like the balance tests, things like the lemon test that we do, you know, to show the power of acid alkalinity. Of course, we're doing the balance and the strength test to show the power of magnetic fields. And how it supports you immediately in its physics, and you don't have to believe in it. It's going to work anyway on all living systems. We do those things to show versus telling. Very important distinction here. People will learn more from what you do than what you say. So this is also in terms of how you lead your team, for good or bad. Always remember how much people are observing you even when you don't expect it. Communicating your vision. So now there is a time when you communicate your vision, okay? So there's times when you're listening a lot. You're listening maybe when I'm meeting with people, it's probably 80% at least listening. Maybe just asking a few questions. Tell me more about that, or how is that for you? Or that must have been really difficult for you, right? So communicating your vision is, sorry about the background noise. That's the rubbish coming to get the rubbish. And it's good because I have recycling of all my boxes since I just moved last week. So communicating your vision when it's the right time. This is a time thing that you'll know. And it's going to be really important that when it's the right time, you communicate it well. Where there is no vision, the people perish. You must see with your mind's eye what people have not yet achieved but will when they follow your example and stay true to the goals and plans in place. So that's talking there about your vision, for others. But also, I think your vision in Nikken. Why are you in Nikken? What is it that inspires you to make this happen? And to really share that with people, to say, my vision is to really radically transform how healthcare or sick care is in our world. My vision, Julie Tara's vision, is to radically transform, to have a revolution in in healthcare and business, actually both, but in healthcare, so that we can have safe and effective ways to work with these technologies of the earth and the sun and the air and the water to help us naturally heal, to help our body naturally heal. So we don't have to have all the surgeries and the drugs and the same old of the old, which is an incomplete look at how Western medicine really works. It's not enough. This is energy. This is about energetics. And this is very exciting to usher this into the world because it gives us such joy to help others to heal naturally, without having to be on drugs for the rest of their life. So, this is a massive vision for me in mine. It fuels me every day to do my Nikken business. And then there's the business of Nikken, which is the collaborative entrepreneurship and the joy of helping others create wealth in their life along with yourself. And it's a wonderful vision of coming together and everybody helping everybody else, and it bringing out the very best in human nature. So, these are big visions, and this is, not personal, right? I mean, I'm not even talking about the personal of I would like, this and that in my life and so on and so forth. This is about social vision. So communicating your vision, figure out what your big vision is, because we are here to serve. Every one of us is here to serve, to help our world, and we all have very special gifts that we get to bring that maybe nobody else has. Nobody else has your gifts the way you've got it connected inside of you, the way it lines up. Nobody looks exactly like you. Nobody communicates exactly like you. Nobody has the mind that you have, the brilliance that you have, the connection you have with God, the universe, spirit. How do you bring that through? Everybody has a destiny here. Everybody has a dream that they want, and the dream wants them because that they know that's their destiny. So, have a big vision, and I would encourage you to have a global vision. Don't get too stuck on one or two people in your team. Have a global vision of what you want to create, and ask the universe to support you by bringing you your right constituents, the people that you are going to work very well with because they're on the same level of consciousness or you, or even higher. They're better than you. Good. Let's have people that are better than us to work with, because that is going to be fun and you're going to grow in that process. So you don't want to be dragging people along in this, but when you find the right ones, then believe in them. Believe in them and tell them what you see in them. Leading with love. This is a fabulous image. Of course, I call him Aslan because I always loved The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe when I was a little girl, and I loved Aslan more than anything. And so I call him Aslan, and he is this little sweet cub. And, Aslan is going to teach him the way, like in The Lion King, when the father teaches the little cub, how to lead. So charity never faileth. Showing love and respect, these two essential qualities are great motivators. Express them appropriately and in abundance. Building belief in others. Often the starting point for change is knowing that somebody else believes you can. Treat people not as they are, but as what they may become. That takes vision, because it's easy to see what doesn't work in ourselves, and it's easy to see what doesn't work in others, isn't it? It's an easy default position to go to the negative. It's so easy, but that's not our job. Our job is to go to the positive. The positive. See, what is it about this person that's really special? What is it that they can bring to the world through Nikken that really is a wonderful gift that you can support them in honestly, that you can be honest and authentic yourself and support them in that gift. So that's a really lovely thing, right? Building belief in others. Did you have that growing up? Most of us didn't. Most of us didn't have the belief, even from our own parents sometimes, or from siblings, or from friends, people saying, oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's like, I can't. And then you start believing in, I can't do that. Instead of knowing, I know I can do that. Why not me, right? Why not me? We've got the Olympics going on right now. Why not me? Yeah. These people are saying, I can win the gold. I'm going to work hard at it, but I can win the gold. Why not me? Okay. So this is very inspiring time when we watch the Olympics. So take that to heart and say for yourself, why not me? Why couldn't I be a Royal Diamond? Why couldn't I be a Royal Ambassador? Why not me? Somebody else can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. I want you to really, really take that in. If they can do it, you can do it. They didn't do anything that you can't do. All we do is we connect with people. We don't just communicate. We connect and make those connections real and loving and empowering, and bringing forth a vision for that person, a possibility for that person to see what could be for them in Nikken, through Nikken, using Nikken as a vehicle. Nikken's a vehicle for us to change the world. Nikken's a vehicle for us to really live our life purpose. And that's what's so beautiful. I talked to one of my fellow female Royal Diamonds the other day, and we were just talking about how much joy it gives us to do this business, to actually do the daily work in it, how much joy and satisfaction and fulfillment comes in helping others with our technologies, and seeing those miracles happen. How wonderful that is. And the growth in the business all comes as a byproduct of your joy in the doing of it and the daily doing of it, right? You're going silver, you're going gold, you're going platinum, you're building a huge team of other people doing the same, is because you're loving every moment. It's not because you're going, oh, I've got to go through these ropes, I've got to call 10 people today in order to get this result, which is I'm going to go gold and I'm going to make this amount of income. That is not going to get you there, because it has to be the absolute yummy joy of the moment, of showing someone, sharing with somebody, loving them, caring for them, to show them the possibilities of what we have, seeing if they get it, seeing if they're, really, what I want to say, kind of wired in a good way, wired in, So that's so much fun. And of course there are people that won't get it. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Just let them go. Let them go quickly. Don't hang on and don't keep trying. Just move on fast. If they're not getting it, move on quickly. You're looking for people to say, do you want to play? Do you want to play this amazing game? Do you want to partner with me? And, oh, no, you don't? Okay, I'm moving on. Don't take it personally. The rejection, don't take it personally. Now, that's hard because we all take it personally. But do your best to not take it personally. It's really not about you. Just that's where they're at in their life, and this is not the right thing for them right now. So using the model for success, celebrating success, it's a wonderful thing. So the model is the Nikken, the system for achievement, the Entrepreneurs Club, the step-by-step, the getting your retail customers, the auto ship customers, all the steps we have in the business, the going silver, the Paragon Award, breaking 3 silvers to go gold, or actually anyone can do the Paragon Award and make an extra $1,000 It's a really fun award to get. You know, just these steps. There's all these steps. Senior is a step. Executive is a step. Silver is a step. Step by step, moment by moment. So using the model for success and celebrating success. Your own success, celebrate that, and celebrate the success of your people. It's wonderful. We should be our team's greatest champions and cheerleaders, inspiring and encouraging, persuading, correcting, instructing, teaching, mentoring, loving, caring, and nurturing. It's very beautiful. So this is our young lady here with this word impossible, and the I and the M are crossed out. Anything is possible. And I want you to really cultivate that thinking. Anything is possible on any given day. You don't know what's going to happen today. For those of you in Europe, it's going to be tomorrow probably, or even tonight, because you got some time left in the day. You don't know what could be possible today. Who are you going to meet today? You can meet one person that will change your life because they're going to see this business and they're going to seize it, they're going to grab it, and they're going to run with it. And they're going to go diamond and roll diamond, and you're going to go, what happened? And that's going to change their lives and many, many other lives because they did that. And that's going to change your life too. So you don't know ever what's going to happen. So allow yourself to think in possibility terms all the time, leading with confidence, right? That's an ongoing journey for us, an ongoing journey of building confidence, starting with yourself. You cannot govern others I'll say it again. I cannot govern others when I cannot govern myself. By building your own self-confidence, you'll discover the ways to help others build theirs. A lot of confidence comes just from action, just action. Even if the action leads to failure and the person didn't come in, it's still building confidence because you're learning what to do, what not to do. Oh, that just wasn't the right person. It wasn't the appropriate person. I'm going to go over here and, prospect more over in this pool, not that pool. So, building self-esteem, learning how to feel confident, you can cope with what's happening in your life. You have a right to be happy. Yes, you do. Absolutely. Building self-efficacy is developed by seeing ourselves mastering skills, and achieving goals that matter in those skill areas. So this is the sort of thing where, when I'm talking about these books, emotional intelligence, that's building a skill. It's building a skill set, understanding the power of emotional intelligence and really practicing it ourselves. Everyone communicates, few connect. This is building skills. This isn't just something, some people maybe have a better handle on it, maybe than you do at this point, but it doesn't matter because you can learn it. You can always learn it and practice and practice and practice, right? The ICANN program that many of you have been doing is about practicing, repetition, to just get better and just feel more positive, like I can do this. If he can do this, I can do this. If she can do this, I can do this. Thinking positively, creating positive affirmations that can help you develop and maintain the mindset to help you win. Very, very important. Now, these positive affirmations, we spend a lot of time working on positive affirmations. So one of the ways we suggest to do that is the 5 pillars of health. Pick 3 statements that you want in each of those 5 pillars. Write it down and then make an audio. You can use your telephone. You can use your iPhone, whatever. Oh, a million messages. There you go. You can use your iPhone and you can record it and then you can listen to it. I am so happy and excited to now be a Gold Wellness Consultant on or before August the 31st, 2016. I am thrilled to be bringing in 3 to 6 new seniors every single month into my business. I am winning the Summer Sizzle, right? We have a Summer Sizzle right now. This is the last month. I am so excited to win it. Like change it up, put it on your audio. I'm thrilled to be, whatever it is, traveling once every 4 months, traveling to a new place that I've never seen before. I am delighted to be going to a new country every 6 months, whatever it is. What it is for you. I'm thrilled to be making 10,000 pounds or more in my Nikken business. Woohoo! Right? Put these things on your affirmations and then listen to them, because they will counteract the negative inner voice that has been internalized often from parents or teachers or siblings that says, I'm not doing well, I can't do this, I'm just not good at this is not my thing, or, nobody likes me, everybody hates me, whatever it is, right? It's going to counteract those negative inner voices of the ego. So we need that. We need that counteraction. And you want it in your own voice. Very powerful to have it in your own voice. Super powerful, much more than anybody else's voice. It needs to be your voice. So it's yourself, loving and taking care of yourself in a really good way. Okay? You know, a critical question or two, time for serious reflection. When you look at the different virtues and attributes of leadership that we've discussed today, which one do you need to work on right now? What will you do differently this week as a result of what you've learned today? And I love that question because it's just like, let's look at this week. What about this week? What can we do this week that is better than last week? Because we're talking about continual growth here. So just look at that and just decide for yourself, you know, what is it? Is it, oh, I'm not in action enough, I need to go talk to more people? You know, you want to be talking to new people every single day, you know? Is it, oh, I'm not listening well enough, I need to listen a lot more than talk? Is it, well, my confidence is low, I need to really make my affirmations and listen to them consistently all through the day, especially first thing in the morning and last thing at night? Okay, so just be thinking about the different things to do. Oh, I don't have goals, I better set some goals. You have to set goals in our business every month because we get paid only on commission. So, right, we want to set our goals every month. What is your goal this month? Is it 5,000 in personal group volume? Is it 10,000 in personal group volume? What is, you know, qualified personal group volume? What is your goal this month? What are you after this month? What are you really committing to this month? So these things are all valuable, all important. But the most important thing is this. The most important thing is that you are shining your light. You know, like that little song, Shining Your Light. You know, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let your light shine. When we're thinking negative thoughts, we kind of cloud ourselves over and we don't make ourselves available to others. And I know this, I'm an introvert. I know what that is, to just cloud yourself in your own thoughts and kind of hide away. But we have to be willing to come out and let our light shine. What's the worst thing that could happen? People would laugh at you, people wouldn't like you. Never mind, they're not your people. You're looking for your people, your tribe, your constituents that love you as you are, that love what you're beaming out to the world. And this light is shining, and it will affect all those other lights, because that's what happens in our world. We need more people shining in our world. So make it a positive, daily practice, shall I say. Maybe let go of the news. Maybe start watching the debates. Maybe just like let go of negativity, because there's so much out there. Be positive. Choose to be positive. Choose to bring your light. Who could you light up today? By a smile, by a twinkle, by hello, by how are you? I hope you have a wonderful day. Whose life could you change today? Make it a game. But you will change lives if you are truly being your light, because your light is the light of the world, the light of the universe. Your love is the love that connects all things. Your joy is the joy that is, why wouldn't we be joyful in such a beautiful, exuberantly magical universe? So if you be that, you will change the world. You will build a huge business, a dynasty or a dynasty. You're going to build it, but visualize it first. Visualize your huge business first, not just business, your huge mission accomplished in the world. I am accomplishing my mission daily. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this call. I love being with you. Thank you so much. And I'm going to stop our recording now.